are here at Speedway Harley-Davidson, and today we got something special for you. We're taking out the CVO Street Glide. Let's take a look at this baby. This is a 2022 CVO Street Glide, and this is actually a pre-owned unit with just under 6,000 miles on it. This bike has had the paint match tour pack added on, the heel shifter, and as you can see, the bars have been done as well. You're gonna get that 117 motor in here, putting out 126 foot-pounds of torque, and I'm not sure if the camera's doing it justice, but this blue steel color is amazing. You're gonna get a premium seat that I'll let you know how it feels on the test ride, as well as quite a bit of premium CVO badging around the unit. But enough of standing in the heat, let's get on the road. Now let's take a look at the Infotainment Center really quickly. You're going to be able to operate this by touch or by this. Right now we're in the FM radio, but if you hit home, which is located over here, you're going to get all your premium benefits with the Boombox audio system that's in here. You got navigation, you also have music, you have a way to connect with phone. You can turn your navigation on and you can see it's showing exactly where we are right now. If you want, you can go back to home. You can control all of your music right here. You got FM options. If you were connected to Bluetooth, you have that also, and you also got your AM option right there. Let's go back to the home screen. You also have an option for favorites. And as you can see, this bike has 5,837 miles on it currently. Let's go ahead and pop her into neutral. All right, let's crank her up. All right, so we're out here on this 2022 pre-owned Street Glide CVO. Let me tell you some serious pros on this bike, because I've been on it for a little bit here now since the GoPro was having some issues, and I really wanted to make sure I was able to bring you this video so that way you're able to see why the CVO is such an iconic or epic or just badass motorcycle. Number one, while I'm in the cockpit or while I'm sitting here in the seat looking around, all I'm noticing is nothing but premium finishes. You got premium chrome going right here in the middle. You even have, it kind of looks like a wood grain look, but there's a design behind your gauges. Everything on the bike has been paint matched. You got that blue steel finish behind your screen, as well as down here where all your buttons is. Even your fork lock has been painted. Now, with this being a pre-owned unit, someone has already taken upon themselves to upgrade you if you're picking up this motorcycle with some brand new bars. And I love the placement of where my hands are with these bars. I'm 6 feet tall. When you put something like this on here, it makes it extremely comfortable. It makes it feel like you can be in the saddle for an extremely long period of time. Now, with most Harley-Davidsons, I'm typically saying that you may want to look into which way am I going. Now, with most Harley-Davidsons, I always suggest upgrading your seat to something that's a little bit more comfortable. Even though the touring seats aren't that bad, I just like an extremely comfortable seat, especially if I plan on spending a long time in the saddle. This CVO seat, I would not advise upgrading. It is premium. I've been sitting on it for quite a while, and I will tell you, this is one of the most comfortable seats I've ever sat on. It's even more comfortable than some of the aftermarket seats I've had. It's plush, I feel locked in, and the styling of it is on point. It has a low profile. Most of the time when you get something a lot more comfortable, it's going to bulk up the seat a little bit more. This seat still has a low profile, premium materials, and it's extremely comfortable. Now let's talk about how this baby handles. As far as handling, this motorcycle, as you can see, taking this curve effortlessly. It's going to give you a premium ride. You can tell you're on a premium motorcycle when you're out riding this bike. The suspension feels nice and firm. You're not feeling a lot of the imperfections in the road. You're not feeling those bumps. You could spend hours or even days in the saddle on this motorcycle. Now you can tell this bike is well balanced because you can ride it at a slow speed. I did some slow speed maneuvers up at Charlotte Motor Speedway when I was just up there a second ago. I am literally doing like 8 miles per hour, well balanced. All right, let's try to turn her here. Yeah, this bike, this is what you call premium. And the bike handles tremendously well at 8 miles per hour, 5 miles per hour. And typically with a bike this large, when you're going that slow, it would feel a little bit wobbly. This bike, no wobble. It's extremely well balanced. Now, you're getting those premium finishes on your engine. You got your high flow air intake filter down there. They took a lot of effort. They took a lot of effort and were very detailed when designing this motorcycle to make sure that you have a premium bike. And you're gonna definitely get what you pay for on here. You got key fobs with a lock and unlock, which will actually lock your tour bags, things like that. You got the heated grips if you're taking a ride across country and you happen to go up into some mountains where it's a little bit cooler. Turn on your heated grips. You know, you'll be perfectly fine. The performance of this bike with this 117 motor putting out 126 foot-pounds of torque, it's usable. It's there when you need it, but when you don't need it, it's not too aggressive. You can just cruise on it. But when you want it to be there, you hit the throttle and it's there. Another thing I'm going to tell you, a lot of times I always suggest upgrading your exhaust system. Now, I don't know if this has a different exhaust baffles or exhaust system in it, but it doesn't sound bad. It's not giving you that full Harley grumble, but the exhaust definitely has some grunt to it. Now, the person who previously owned this bike also put the heel shifter on here, which is definitely a pro if you don't want to scuff up your shoes or something like that. I'm a fan of the heel shifter. And the sound system on this bike, oh, let's take it. Man, this thing handles amazing. Sorry, I was about to talk about the sound system. The sound system on this bike, I'm not going to play any tunes right now because it may get that copyright strike. The sound system on this bike sounds amazing. I was playing it earlier and it is clean, it is crisp, it has a nice bass tone, and it is loud. If you're looking for a bike that's going to stand out in the crowd, like you go to a lot of bike events, bike nights, things like that, a CVO is going to be where it's at. The reason for that is because there's not a lot of these on the road. It's a limited amount, especially in this specific color, and this is probably one of my favorite colors that they came out with in 2022. So if you have the option to pick up this blue steel, like, you gotta see it in person. I really wish you could see it. Like, when the sun hits it, that blue comes out and it just pops, but when the sun's not hitting it, it kind of almost looks black or very deep navy blue. It's a beautiful bike. But if you're looking for something that's going to stand out and you want to go to Bikes and Breakfast at Speedway Harley-Davidson, or if you want to go to some bike nights or some events and things like that, and you want a bike that's going to catch someone's eye, I'm sitting on it right now. Most bikes come with that standard colored chrome. Look at this. I mean, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but look at it. If it's not doing justice on camera, you need to come into the dealership and check this bike out. I strongly recommend this bike. Now, it's a touring bike. It weighs however much weight I just put up on the screen, but it does not feel like it weighs that much. It feels extremely nimble for a bike of this size. This bike still rides like brand new, and you want to know why? Because basically it is brand new. If this is one of those bikes you've been looking for, you got to jump on it. The CVOs don't stick around long, especially a pre-owned unit that's already had bars done, the heel shifter done. and and a tour pack on this one. They added on the color match tour pack. I keep forgetting about that because it's behind me. If you've been looking for one of these, or you know someone that has been looking for one of these, definitely give us a call at the number listed below and share the content, because one of your friends may be looking for blue steel CVO Street Glide, and you'll be able to help them out. But make sure you're subscribed to the channel, like and comment below. Let me get this beauty back to the dealership. I'll check you out in that next one.